Superdelegates in the Democratic Party are a very undemocratic process. I think it's been said that one superdelegate amounts to about 10,000 voters. So this is something that has been very contentious in this campaign season, especially with Bernie Sanders supporters, because in states where Bernie Sanders have won, and especially states that he has won overwhelmingly, these super delegates in those states have still said that they're going to support Hillary Clinton no matter what. They don't care. They don't care that he won Washington by about what, like 50 points or something like that, and they just don't care. They're voting for Hillary Clinton, and they have said that you know they don't have to follow the voters. They don't have to do what the voters tell them to do because it's their vote. Howard Dean has said that too. It's my vote. I vote for who I want to and who I think is going to be best to lead the country. That's what he said.
I thought they were supposed to vote based on, I guess, what the people in their state wanted. I thought that's how the process was supposed to work.
You see, if it was a democratic process, they would. I mean, if we have super delegates and we have to have super delegates, it can at least be about democracy, right? And it not about rigging the process.
So it's not so much the process of the super delegate process per se. It's more or less like whether they're actually doing their jobs.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's what it is.
But Debbie Wasserman Schultz says this process works.
Yeah,
she says this process works.
Oh, it works. It helps weed out grassroots campaigns.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what it does. It works beautifully.
It works beautifully against actual democracy.
Right. Yes. For people that hate democracy,
you love this system.
That's what you want. Yeah. So the Colorado governor, whose name is John Hickenlooper, he's admitted that superdelegates are actually told to ignore the will of the voters.
But why would you even admit that? Because
I don't know why you would
but see,
that.
The thing is, like, you have two things opposing that. You have again the will of the people, and then you have the polls.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So if the people in this state have overwhelmingly voted to support that candidate, but you stand your ground, like you're telling me that you essentially hate the democratic process,
and you're not concerned about
re-election. Well, maybe they are concerned about re-election because they were promised something. Maybe
But if they're going against the will of the people, that's going to come back to bite them.
Yes.
It is interesting that he would come out and say this. He told USA Today, the superdelegates are specifically told you're supposed to look at not the vote, but the person who you think is best ready to be president. That's what he said. He also told Salon, he said, all the Bernie folks are still ardent fans of Bernie, and they haven't quite gotten to that point where they're going to embrace Hillary. But I think both sides are going to sort that out. That's what really pisses me off, man.
Because, see, what that tells me is, like, he wanted Hillary Clinton to be the Democratic nominee regardless.
Right.
So it wasn't about who he really thinks is the best candidate. He already had his feet buried in the soil.
Right.
And no matter what happened, he already had it.
No matter what happened, he was voting for Hillary Clinton no matter what. So what he is actually stating is that I don't care about you voters. What we are going to do is shove Hillary Clinton down your damn throats and make you swallow her. All he's saying is that he's going to make us.
No.
He's going to make us. She's going to be the nominee.
Remember.
And you're going to accept her. No, I don't care what you want to do. You're going to accept her because you don't want Trump, do you?
Yeah, you don't want Trump, and she has a D beside her name, so I think that he's underestimating Bernie Sanders supporters.
Exactly.
And it's not.
And how? See, you know what's funny? You just said how his feet has been dug in, right? From the very outset, his feet were dug in, right? I'm voting for Hillary Clinton. Who's digging their heels in now?
Exactly.
Who is digging their heels in now?
Now when it's on the other side, all of a sudden there's something wrong with it.
Right.
It's
so it's okay for them to do it.
But
And say
it's controversial.
Hillary Clinton is it from the very beginning of this whole thing. It's it. We don't want to have no conversations about this. Bernie, well, whatever. We don't really want to talk about him. It's all about Hillary Clinton, and I'm still Hillary Clinton. I don't care if my state overwhelmingly voted for Bernie Sanders. My heels are dug in. But now that people hate that kind of corruption,
and they're
hate that kind of rigging of the process, now we have our heels dug in, and now you're whining about it.
So what you're saying is this whole bust movement really kind of started with Hillary. So they were Hillary or bust to start with. Is that what you're saying?